The Bank of Japan board member Hajime Takada said that the central bank must consider an exit from its ultra-loose policy as the achievement of the 2% inflation target is becoming within sight, and boosted the Japanese yen on Thursday. In contrast, the BoJ Governor Kazuo Ueda said that it was too early to conclude that inflation was close to sustainably meeting the central bank's 2% target, and stressed the need to confirm whether a positive wage inflation cycle would kick off. A private sector survey showed this Friday that Japan's factory activity shrank at the fastest pace in over 3.5 years in February, with the final Ojibun Bank Japan manufacturing PMI shrinking to 47.2 from 48.0 in January. The data suggested that weakening demand has worsened the economic outlook and comes on top of an unexpected economic contraction during the fourth quarter, which could delay the BoJ's plans to tighten its policy in the coming months. The US dollar attracted fresh buying after an initial dip that followed the release of the US inflation data, and registered its second straight monthly gain, assisting the USD-JPY pair to stage a goodish bounce from over a 2-week trough. The core US PCE price index, the Federal Reserve's preferred inflation gauge that excludes food and energy, climbed 0.4% in January, and the yearly rate eased to 2.4% from 2.6%, matching estimates and reaffirming June rate cut bets. Separately, the U.S. Department of Labor reported that the number of American citizens applying for unemployment insurance benefits for the first time increased more than expected, by 13,000 to 215,000 in the week ending February 24. Atlanta Fed President Raphael Bostic said that it would probably be appropriate to reduce the policy rate in the summertime, and that the last few inflation readings had shown that it is going to be a bumpy path back toward the 2% target. San Francisco Fed President Mary C. Daly noted that the U.S. central bank shouldn't hasten to reduce interest rates as the economy remains firm and sees little risk of faltering, though is ready to do so when the macro data demands it. Cleveland Fed President Loretta J. Mester said that inflation remains a challenge that the U.S. central bank needs to overcome, but rate cuts should resume later this year as long as the incoming economic data gives enough room to operate.